Hello, welcome to my channel, A Book Forest. My name is Kim and today I'm going to be doing the end of the year book tag. So I did it last year, so I think I'm going to want to redo it every year. So the first question is, are there any books you've started this year that you still need to finish? Not necessarily, well, yeah. I have my Guy Gavriel K project that I want to finish before the end of the year, so these two. Children of Earth and Sky and All the Thieves of the World. I'm currently reading a couple more, so yeah, I would like to finish those before the end of the year. So do you have a second question? Do you have an autumnal book to transition you into the new year? No, not an autumnal one because it's already snowing here, so it's winter, let's face it. So there is a winter Christmassy book. Like, to me, transitioning into the new year is more like Christmas. So I will say probably I'll try in December to hit a Christmas romance, probably Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. I have it on the Kindle, that's why. I think it's about Christmas in New York or something with, I think it's a bit spicy too. I don't know. I'll try to fit that in during the holidays. So third question, is there a new release you're still waiting for? Yes, the sequel to The Witch Road, The Nameless Land. So it's in the mail right now. I'm waiting. And there's like a strike, a Canada Post strike right now, and the services are much less, but I think it's probably not going to be shipped by Canada Post, but yeah, I haven't received it yet, so I'm eagerly anticipating the sequel to this. I really like this. I did a review, if you want to check it out. It's a fantasy world with a very original Eastern inspiration, and it's like there's a big fog that's you can't go in because if you do, you die, and there's like magic roads that counter it, really. So the world is really interesting and the characters are lovely. So yeah, I can't wait. It's a duology, so yeah. What are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? Okay. So there's a few books I've started a year ago or so, at the end of last year, and I haven't continued on with them, so they're like on hold. And I really do want to get to those before the end of the year if I possibly can, but it's a tall order because one of them is like Wind and Truth by Brandon Sanderson, so it's a beast. But it was part of my last year's author was Brandon Sanderson. I did the whole Cosmere in 1 year, except for Wind and Truth and the new release. But yeah, I would really love to get up to date. Like, I started it last year in December when it came out, and everyone was kind of being a bit negative about it, so I was not necessarily, I like to make my own opinion, but it was disheartening. And also I got to a part like, it's Shalon, one of the characters, she's kind of a undercover character sometimes, and undercover stuff stresses me out. I don't know why, I just can't deal with it. So I got stressed out and I stopped reading, and then it's a really heavy book for me, and I have young kids, so it was just not practical. But I might like try to read it during the holidays, if I have time, because you never know with kids. Another one that I started last year that I've been reading all through the years, just I'm really slow, is Martin Chuzzlewit by Charles Dickens. I used to read like 1 Dickens per year, but now at this time in my life I just can't do it. I just can't. My brain is, I don't have enough brain for it. So I've been reading it, so I'm, far into it, past the middle. It's not because I can't read it, it's just that sometimes I don't want to. It's a good book. It's a bit meandering. There are some scenes that are fluff, but he was paid by the word probably, so that's why. But there's also this character here Pecksniff. I hate him. He's awful. And he's too realistic for me. He's an exaggeration of actual real people you've met. Like, he's a complete narcissist and manipulator and love bombing people, and just, it's awful. So I can only take small doses of Pecksniff at a time. But otherwise I do enjoy the book, and yeah, I will talk about it more when I finish it. I think this one, realistically, I can finish before the end of the year. And then there's another one I picked up that I just barely started, Tooth and Claw by Jo Walton. So I've read another book by Jo Walton. I liked, it's called, I can't remember the title, but it's set in like Renaissance Florence, and there's like real characters from real history, and they're like dealing with evil and devils and things like that. So it's interesting. It's just this one is completely different. It's a fantasy world as well, but it's not magical realism. It's really fantasy because all the characters are dragons, and it's more, I would call it fairy tale-esque. And last year I started this at the same time as I was reading Tress of the Emerald Sea, and also I had just read I'm Afraid You've Got Dragons by Peter S. Beagle, and they're all kind of similar in vibe, you know, in tone. So it was kind of too much at that time. I was like overwhelmed, oversaturated in that kind of book, because I like them, but it's not my most interesting ones. Yeah, so I can't remember the name of that other book. I'll probably talk about it in another video because it was interesting. Yeah. So 5, is there a book you think that could still shock you and become one of your favorite books of the year? So yeah, the sequel to The Witch Roads, The Nameless Lands, it would not be a shock though, because if it's well written, if it sticks the landing, I will love it. One that could shock me, because there's been so many negative stuff said about it, is Wind and Truth, because a lot of people seem to dislike it or not like it as much as the previous books. So we'll see. I like the first 4 books. There's like, some people like the second book the best, and then after that it's downhill from there. For me, I loved the 3rd book the best, and the 4th book was great. Like I didn't mind it at all. So hopefully, like the beginning was promising. I enjoyed the beginning. Hopefully it will be one of my favorites. Never know. And then last question, have you already started making reading plans for next year? Yes, absolutely. I always have, well, always. I've been doing the Author of the Year project for the last couple of years, and it's been a success for me, because even if I can't get to all the books I say I'm gonna read during the year, I really try. And also, like, it's great with an author that has a big output, because then you can just read, get up to date, up to speed on them. So I am trying to select my next year's author. I have some criterias for next year. It has to be shorter books, because I've been reading big chunkers for the last 2 years, and I want to be a bit more loose in my TBR. So if I don't have a 5 to 1,000 page books each month to read, it will give me more flexibility. I will do a video about that next, like at the beginning of next year. And I've also done a list of series I would like to start, because I have completed a few series this year, so it opened up the space for a new series. I try to have only 15 ongoing series at once, because otherwise it's too much. So yeah, new series I would like to start, and also standalones I would like to read next year. So I have started doing a list like that. I might do videos about them. I know the other booktubers are doing that. We'll see. So yeah, that was it for the end of the year book tag. I'm not tagging anyone. It's like a yearly tag, so everyone does it whenever they want. So let me know if what are you trying to read before the end of the year, if there's anything on your schedule you still need to get to. And see you next time.